And this morning, people are taking off at pandemic record numbers despite the Omicron threat ramping up right now. Bryce Newberry is live at Austin's airport this morning, where more than 100,000 people have already taken off for the holidays. Good morning, Bryce.
Hannah, good morning to you. Yeah, since Friday, this airport has been a lot busier than normal today. More than 26,000 people expected to take off. You can see inside there is definitely a crowd this morning. And compared to last year, a lot more people are traveling this holiday season. The TSA is screening about double the number of passengers across the country compared to 2020. In Texas, more than 334,000 people are planning to fly between tomorrow and January 2nd. That's according to AAA. And that's a 177% increase compared to last year. Yeah, 177%, as that Omicron threat is pretty high this morning. The TSA expecting more than 30 million flyers to travel for the holidays at airports across the country. And health experts say that now is certainly not the time to let up on any precautions.
What I advise family, friends who are traveling over the holidays is obviously it'd be really helpful if they're fully vaccinated and boosted. That I think is the most important thing. The second most important thing is wearing a good mask, wearing a high quality mask, because airports, other places don't have such great ventilation. And so you want to make sure you keep yourself safe.
The N95 mask is the most effective, but experts say the KN95 or KF94 are almost as strong. Now, surgical masks were also found to work pretty well on airplanes, but multiple layers are recommended if you're wearing a cloth mask. Masks are federally mandated when using any type of public transportation through March. And this morning, citing old guidance as well as a different virus compared to last year, the CEO of Delta Airlines is asking the CDC to shorten the isolation period from 10 days to 5 days to avoid any disruptions to that airline's workforce as Omicron spreads so rampantly, and to ensure that there are no impact to airline operations. Lots of impacts of Omicron for people's holiday travel and holiday plans in general.
Absolutely a lot to keep in mind this week. Thank you so much, Bryce.
And if you're flying this holiday season, double check your bag to make sure you're not packing any heat. You're looking at the 108th gun of the year that TSA officers at Austin's airport caught this week. Now, that is the most on record at our airport. Guns have to be unloaded in a hard and locked case, packed in your checked luggage, and declared to the airline before you go anywhere with them.
Texas has very liberal gun laws now, and people may assume I can bring my gun to the grocery store, why not the airport? What we're finding is that the biggest or the number one excuse that we hear is, I forgot it was in my carry-on when people come to the airport. Can't emphasize it enough. Know where your gun is.
In October, after only the first 9 months of the year, the TSA set a 20-year record for number of guns caught at airport checkpoints. 3 Texas airports, including DFW, Dallas Love Field, and George Bush Intercontinental, are in the top 10 U.S. airports when it comes to gun catches. More than 109 million people expected to drive between December 23rd and January the 2nd. And if you're driving for the holidays, here are some of the worst times to hit the road. AAA says any time between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. is very congested. It's generally best to drive earlier, leaving before midday traffic starts to build. And before you fill up your tank, a reminder from AAA, gas prices are sitting at $2.89 a gallon in Texas.